What's up, everyone? Back for another video. We're going to look at some home run picks that I like for today. Made this type of video one other time during the MLB season, and you guys seem to like it, so I brought it back for this Tuesday slate. So nobody above in this video is going to be above $5,000 on DraftKings. Also not going to have any cores either. And if you want to participate, you can comment yours below. So let's start it off in the outfield with David Peralta here. He's facing Jake Arrieta, who has been really bad as of late, especially to lefties. Lefties are hitting .301 against Arrieta and have a .556 slugging percentage against him. Arrieta only also has a 14.8% K rate to lefties compared to a 22.5% K rate to righties. So he's striking them out a lot less. And Peralta's really good against righties. .324 average this season and a .284 ISO against right-handed pitching this year. This game is in Citizens Bank Park, as we saw yesterday. It's a tremendous park to hit in. An MLB record 13 bombs were hit last night if you missed the home run derby. So I think Peralta at a decent price tag in the outfield makes sense as a one-off if you want to target Arrieta here. Gary Sanchez, even though this is a doubleheader and you normally don't expect catchers to play both halves, Sanchez does play DH, so he probably is going to play both halves, one as a catcher and one as a DH. He has really good numbers against lefties, .293 career ISO against lefties. He also mashes all three of Vargas' primary pitches to right-handed hitters. Vargas throws three pitches about 87% to righties. His first one is a fastball, which he throws 21%, and Sanchez has a .360 career ISO against a fastball. He throws a changeup 37%, and Sanchez has a .370 ISO against the changeup. And he throws a sinker 30%, and Sanchez also does crush the sinker with a .333 ISO. So I like the Yankees stack a little bit here against Vargas, especially Sanchez at the catcher position. Vargas also just doesn't strike that many guys out, and that's a great sign for a guy like Gary Sanchez, who does strike out a ton. At third base, I'm going to shift over to some Twins. Miguel Sano here at third base. Leak only has a 12.7% K rate to righties, which is a huge deal for a guy like Sano that strikes out over 35% to right-handed pitchers. And Leak's given up a 46% fly ball rate to righties this season, a lot higher than his fly ball rate to lefties. Sano also does hit Leak's pitches pretty well. Leak throws a bunch of different pitches, but his two main ones are the sinker, which he throws 21.9% of the time. Sano has a .302 ISO against the sinker, and he has a .250 ISO and a 53% hard hit rate against the cutter, which Leak throws 21% of the time. And Sano's been really good against right-handed pitching this season with a .395 ISO. And he's been hitting a ton of balls in the air with a 51% fly ball rate against righties this season. So has really good numbers against righties, and Leak does struggle against righties with the fly balls and low strikeouts. If you want kind of a lower owned play, I don't mind going with Yordan Alvarez. He is the Astros' best prospect. In AAA, he was mashing with a .343 average and a .742 slugging. He had 23 home runs in just 56 games. He's very cheap at just $3,800, and with all the injuries on the Astros, he's going to get a lot of playing time, and he already went yard in his first game, and they have him batting in the top 5 of the batting order. I think he's projected to bat 5th, so it's not like he's batting 7th or 8th. He's going to be hitting right in the heart of the lineup, and it's a decent matchup against Peralta because he is a lefty, and Peralta has been pretty shaky this season, especially to lefties, where lefties are hitting .261 career-wise against him and have a .477 slugging. So I don't mind going with Alvarez. Ton of power with him. And some others that I like, I think if you're looking for stacks, my favorite stack is probably the Twins against Leak. I love Nelson Cruz. He's been really hot as of late. The Twins also have great numbers against Leak as a team. Cruz has great numbers against him, as does Rosario. I think Rosario is 5 for 7 against Leak. I like Alviso Garcia against Fires to take him deep. Garcia's been really good against righties. Fires gives up a ton of fly balls. Luke Voit as well. He has over a 300 career ISO against left-handed pitching, and he's pretty cheap at first base. And I don't mind going with Rhys Hoskins, who is pretty cheap as well. He hasn't been great as of late, but the Phillies have a 5+ total. Obviously, it's a great ballpark to hit in. And Hoskins did go deep yesterday, and he's very streaky. So if he hits a couple home runs, he usually has a bunch in a small stretch, and then he doesn't have any for a while. I think he can start getting a couple home runs now that he did go yard yesterday. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Those are just some picks that I don't mind going with. Alvarez, picks going with for home runs with Alvarez, Sano, Sanchez, and Peralta. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. You can drop a like if you did, and good luck today.